Hey there, greetings from Jasper National Park, where it's ever so slightly warming up. At least I don't have to wear my jacket at the moment, but it's still a little bit chilly, and the weather calls for possible snow tomorrow. So interesting spring we're having here. It's a little bit windy right now, so hopefully I'll be able to be heard over the breeze. It might fade in and out a little bit at times. So this video is about Kundalini energy and the physical body. And a very important concept to understand when dealing with Kundalini energy is that it is not simply a mental, spiritual, metaphysical energy. It affects and works with the physical body. When I had my Kundalini awakening, it wasn't purely a spiritual, metaphysical, energetic experience. It was also a very intense physical experience. The energy, permeated my entire body. It affected me in all kinds of different ways, on different levels, and in particular on the physical level. I had things like feeling like my bones were metal or something, feeling electric shocks going throughout my body, feeling like my lower back was almost engulfed in flames. That kind of intensity. So the Kundalini experience is not just a spiritual experience. Kundalini energy originates at the base chakra, the root chakra, and as it goes in the spiritual experience, down tends to be lower density. So as you go down, then you go into more dense, more physical realms. And so the crown chakra is associated with pure spiritual energy, pure white light. And as you go deeper down, then it gets kind of more deep and more dense and kind of more intense in a way. So that is part of the spiritual experience. And it's important to not judge upper or lower as superior or inferior. Those deeper, more intense, denser experiences are part of the spiritual experience of learning lessons and of growing and evolving. The physical realm is a manifestation of lower, denser energies. And so the Kundalini experience is meant to unify. It is meant to bring us into wholeness with ourselves, and that means the physical realm as well. There's a path right over there. Heard somebody running with their dog. So it's very important along the Kundalini awakening path to not deny the physical, to not simply focus on spiritual energy or spiritual solutions, not simply using meditation, visualization, prayer, the power of intention, positive thinking. This is all kind of more upper chakra exercises and tools, whereas what is really needed with Kundalini energy is to go down into the lower chakras and into the physical body and work with the energies on those levels as well, to neither deny nor accentuate one way or the other. There tends to be a tendency oftentimes on the spiritual path of people overcorrecting. So you look out in the world and you see that everyone is obsessed with the material realm, sex, drugs, rock and roll, big fancy cars, beautiful women, acquiring lots of stuff, etc., etc. Our world is obsessed with the material realm and acquiring things and finding happiness through consumption. And so there tends to be a tendency to overcorrect in the spiritual in terms of denying all that, deny the whole physical realm, and only focus on the spiritual aspect of life. And this can oftentimes be an overcorrection, where suddenly you're only focusing on the spiritual, denying the physical, and forgetting that, oh, the physical realm is still divine. Just because there is overindulgence, just because there is imbalance, doesn't mean that it's wrong, that that the solution is to deny the physical. So just something to keep in mind in general on the spiritual path, and also when it comes to Kundalini energy, to view your physical body as divine, as a part of the spiritual experience, and to work with it. So to get sort of a little more to the point, then on the spiritual path, and as you're, if you happen to be dealing with Kundalini symptoms, intense or challenging or difficult symptoms, or maybe blissful, joyful ones, anyway, then to work with the physical body. So that means to find some kind of a physical practice that incorporates the physical body, whether it be yoga or Tai Chi, Qigong. It can be hiking. I mean, for myself, when I was going through the most intense Kundalini symptoms, hiking out in nature like this was one of the most soothing and helpful things. It helped me to connect with the natural realm, to connect with my own body. Helped me to sort of get out of my head, as it were, because when you're experiencing all these wild and crazy symptoms, and the energies are just spinning around and around, you can really start to feel like you're going crazy, especially if you hole up in your apartment and just worry away, or just get freaked out and start to feel hopeless. Just to get out and connect with the world, especially the natural realm, get out and find some silence, the life force energy of the trees, and to feel your body just walking, or maybe running, or maybe biking or something. So just to keep in mind that the physical body is part of the spiritual experience, and Kundalini energy is working through the physical body, and so you need to work with that. So find a way to ground that intense, deep-rooted energy into your body. It's affecting your body, it's changing your body, it's evolving your body. Allow it to do that, and work with it and help it to work with your body and to be able to make those changes, because that's an absolutely integral and very important part of the Kundalini process, is allowing it to infuse and enter and work with, failing to find the correct word at the moment, but to basically enter and transform your physical body. So find some various ways of connecting with the body. Massage, going to hot springs. The heat of the hot springs can bring you more into your body. Working with sexuality can certainly be helpful. You have to be careful of, that can awaken a lot more energies. So you have to find that balance between allowing the energies to move through you, and finding that point in which you're awakening too much energy. Maybe doing yoga is too intense. Maybe you need to do something a little bit more subtle. So just listen to yourself, listen to your body, and find that balance and that medium in which you're working with the energies, letting them flow through you, but not overamping yourself to the point that it gets to be too much and too intense. So listen to yourself. That's definitely a very important element of the process, is to listen to yourself, listen to your body, see where your limits are, and find what works for you, which exercises prove to be helpful for you, and maybe which ones are not. If something just isn't proving to be particularly helpful for you, don't keep doing it because somebody said that that's what you should do. Listen to yourself and find the routine and the exercises and the spiritual tools and practices that are actually beneficial to you. So a few thoughts on the Kundalini experience. Thanks for watching.